on Beyond the Lens. We're here with...
Paal Singh.
Yay!
2 cameras.
So can you tell the people what it is that you do?
So I'm a music producer. I make music, all that good stuff. I've gone into songwriting, which is hard, but hey man, you always gotta start. And you heard some demos, so yeah, I'm getting into singing as well, which is like took me 10 years to get into, but hey man,
finally
there's a day. There's one day. Maybe you might hear it today. I don't know.
Hi. How are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Had some decent sleep, and I thought, it's gonna be a good day, even though it's kind of grey in UK, but
the weather's not doing us justice these days.
It's all right.
It never has done. Were you born in Birmingham?
So, once upon a time in a far, far galaxy far. No. So I was born in Norway.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oslo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I don't know why. I was asking my dad like, why were we in Norway? We're Indian.
Yeah.
It's like, are you a CIA agent? Don't know, but yeah, it was a thing. People moved around a lot, and that was family.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't stay. Wasn't there for a long time. I moved back to India when I was like probably even less than 1.
Wow.
Moved back, and then it's been a tumultuous journey, like back and forth, a lot of times.
Like back and forth to Norway and India?
Well, even in Denmark, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so India, Denmark, Norway, England, India, and then multiply by 2, and then, more.
Okay, wow.
So, but for the last, 17 years I've been here.
What part of India, actually?
So north, so Punjab, basically.
Punjab.
Like Mohali, Chandigarh. Would you want to pronounce those?
No. I could try.
But, basically North Punjab, and... used to live there, and some certain towns and villages as well, because that's how Punjabis are. We have 20 of those. So I've been bigger cities and smaller towns. It's an experience. You get to see a lot of the difference between society. One where we used to live was just average normal people, and then on the side of the highway or wherever, you would literally see slums.
Yeah.
That was the difference.
Yeah.
So it teaches you a lot.
When was the last time you went back there?
2012.
Okay, a while then.
It's been a while, yeah. I was gonna go back, and I was like, hey Dad, I'll go back. Dad goes back every year, and I'm like,
I'll come.
I'll go back.
One time.
10 years go back. I'll probably not go back.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you hope to in the future at some point?
Yeah, I want to do a solo travel and just go there for a week or 2, maybe meet family and spend a bit of time, but then just do it on my own, because as a kid it was always go with family, which is cool.
Yeah.
But it felt more
it's different on your own.
Yeah, on your own. It's I love to go South India, Kerala, or even north, visit the mountainous area or something. Yeah. But yeah, maybe in the future.
Was there a lot of music that was ever played in your home, when you lived in India or when you lived in the Scandinavian countries?
Music wise, yeah, my dad was listening to if anyone knows this, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, Sufi music and stuff. So he'd be properly into that, and he also knew about old school classics like Stevie Wonder, Tina Turner,
nice,
and the Prince and Michael Jacksons and all of these guys. 'Cause those were the classics, right?
Yeah.
So that was around the house, but I didn't get a lot of it when I was growing up, because I was constantly moving. So it was trying to find the best, this music fits, this is good. Yeah. So now we have the internet. It's just oh yeah, Spotify, go on, whatever. Yeah. But back then it was here's something on the radio, and that would be the song that you would listen to. Yeah. And it was just the pop music of that time. But there was always music around, but it wasn't here's what I want to listen to kind of thing.
Yeah,
I was given.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Where did you get inspiration from to then start doing music yourself?
I think it was just generally the time when I was here, the formative days. I was here in England, and it was here's the radio, here's Eminem, here's Black Eyed Peas. Yeah. So there was something always something adjacent to that new sound, hip hop and all these things.
Yeah,
and I was oh, this is great. Destiny's Child was there. So all of that was just starting out, and I was listening to it. No internet, so you have to be on a radio or TV or something, all the Sky channels. Yeah. I'm let me look at this. And I think that was the basis of okay, this is Western music. Like I was already speaking English. Like it wasn't the thing that I was alien to this culture. But listening to that, I was like, yep, I think I like the sound of this. And then going back to India, like the internet was just like starting to come around everywhere, and there was access. Shout out LimeWire. And then all that music started to like come in, and then Kanye West and all these guys, like 2005 and 7, everything started to come in. When I was listening to that, all the people in India used to say, "Why are you listening to this garbage?" I'm like, why are you doing this to me?
You don't understand.
You don't understand, man. And they'll be listening to like Punjabi music, which I liked at the time, but it was just everywhere, and I needed something that was
something different,
something new. So I like easily just gravitated toward that. It was always a feeling of, what is this? This sounds so good.
Yeah.
That was literally the curiosity of how I started to appreciate that. The reason I got into that music.
Did you study anything to do with music? No,
I studied nothing with music.
Yeah. So then how did you find like the tools, the resources, figuring out how to actually make music?
It was an interesting story. So I vividly remember the first time I downloaded FL Studio. I was in a village. So this was 2010 or 9, I don't remember.
Wow.
And then, I'm old. I think that was the time when Drake and everyone was coming around. And then there was a thing of, remember Soulja Boy was a thing, and he was like, oh, I have FL Studio. I'm making stuff on that. And I was like, I was curious. Let me download this demo software.
Yeah.
And I was just staying in the village, like somewhere in Punjab, and it's just me, mom's over there somewhere. It's just me on a laptop. It's 1 a.m. I was like, let me try and make a beat. And it's like, I still remember the beat in my head.
Oh, really?
But I don't have the files. Just vividly remember
That's crazy.
But then I was like, maybe this is something I want to do. And then I just kept like doing it, and then just doing it. Experimenting, and like I was trash. The first beat was okay, but everything else was
Everyone starts somewhere.
Quit. Just don't even try. But then I think I just stuck with it. Like that was the basis of it. Because I was curious. It's literally sheer curiosity. I'm just a curious guy. Chill guy, just a curious guy.
That would have been in India that you started doing that. So then
weirdly,
when you moved back over here, how did you start to kind of grow that network and start? Because obviously you have a lot of songs out with people who are on them. How did you then kind of connect the two?
So from there on, I think it was just the curiosity was there, and I was just trying to like do it on my own time. Because as an Indian guy, you're like, oh yeah, man, you're not gonna study music. You're not gonna go to university for music. What are you doing? Go to computer science. So that was the path. Like I was doing computer science stuff, and that was education wise. But and on the side, I would always try and like, let me try and like make something today. And then like that's when smartphones started coming as well. So that was like such a shift. And then more music came out, and I was just constantly just bombarded with it, and it was like one of the best times to be alive because I was so inspired. But everything I was making was so trash. It was like, oh, look at all of this great music, look at this execution. I'm like, we gotta
rise it up.
Guys. But that was like the early like beginnings of that. And then slowly I just started to like build. I just never stopped. I was just stubborn enough to. That runs in my family. We're just stubborn. Dad's stubborn, brother's stubborn.
A lot with Asians is what I mean. My whole family on that side is stubborn.
Why?
Generational thing, I think.
I don't know. It just doesn't matter anymore. It could be 20 generations. We're all just stubborn.
Literally.
You just said why? Why, man? Why? Why are you stubborn? But I think that was the thing that just kept me going, and like otherwise I would have been somewhere in London doing consultancy work. But I just kept going, and then I didn't get good until like I want to say just before COVID. Before that, it was just like, here's me trying to do things, and then one of the biggest helpers I think was Michael Bird, because like when I first came across him around 2016, 2017. Who started Neighborhood? Like he's literally the guy that literally introduced me to all of the things. So big up Michael for life, man. And he was like just inspiring the way like I would talk to him about music, because he was classically trained. I'm just here, an Indian guy with a software. Just buttons and crunching whatever the hell. So I think that was the start of like appreciating, there's a community around me, and then I can tap into. Because I was very much an introvert, so it was just like, how am I gonna do this? Because it's a very it's a thing of networking, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're great at networking. You're everywhere.
I've become good at it, but like at first it's tough. It is scary to do. Yeah, as an introvert.
Did you say you're an extrovert? Mix, ambivert?
Ambivert. Yeah.
You lucky people. I was gonna swear that. But
so you're an introvert then?
Well, I think I'm more of an introvert, but I've like opened myself up into like having more extroverted tendencies because you grow, at the other side of fear, and that's why I try to be like, network more, do these things.
Yeah, and when you're creative and like being in the scene, it's kind of necessary for you to be able to make those connections.
Exactly.
But
so you have to cold email people. Just go out there. Hello, my name is.
Yeah.
It was one of those things, but I think I got good at it. I think.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think you are. Yeah.
Appreciate that. You're great too. Yeah. After that, I was like, I'm gonna try and just like push myself, which I did, and then all of these collaborations just naturally came together because seeing all the Birmingham people, like we'd cross paths, like Maddie, Sanity, anyone who's from Wolves. He would hate if I said he's from Birmingham. He's from Wolves. Big up anyone, legend. And all of these things just started to come about, meeting people through that social media, Instagram, and then that was it.
So let's go into Go Higher then with Sanity. How did that song kind of come about? The beat behind it, Sanity's lyrics, and the collaboration between you two.
So Sanity is one of those people, like when we like link up, we're always trying to make something cool. Like the last project, she was Bruises to Blossoms. Hope I got that name right. So that was like her album that she was working, I think 2022 or 23, it might be wrong, please forgive me, don't sue me. So yeah, that album was very much her at that time, and it was very like soulful and jazzy and like very like Dilla inspired, and I was glad to contribute to that.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about we need to make something. Before that, it was just demo stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, here's something I sent you. Here's a beat here and there. But that was for that, and that was what was it called? Bloom. For my own song name. Oh my God. This is so bad. But yeah, that was Bloom on Bruises to Blossom.
Okay.
And that was at that time. But I think we were just at neighborhood sometimes, like, are you back into doing music, or life is life and whatever. And then we just locked in a day, met up at Pirate, and then we just discussed, like, we just sat there and just discussed music and like, what do you want to try and do this time, or what the vision is, or what are you inspired by. Like, I think we have like an hour, like half an hour B-roll footage of us just talking about like stuff while the beats are just playing in the background, loud as hell.
Damn.
But yeah, I think how Go Higher like initially came to be was she was at that point where she did the first album, the Bruises to Blossom album.
Yeah.
That was the sound then, and then she just kind of wanted to tap into just something new, but that's something that felt familiar. In the studio, it was just conversing about all the type of like stuff that we're listening to and how we want to make the next like type of songs and the headspace we were in.
Yeah.
Because I'm always making stuff. It could be anything from something that's industrial sounding or to like house or jazz or whatever the hell. But then I was like, let's focus in on like and try and just do a bunch of songs or whatever, like, but that be the basis. And then I was playing the stuff, and Go Higher was the beat name was called Islands.
Okay.
Don't ask me why. I just always have names.
Yeah.
It's hard. I need a dictionary. So it was called Islands, and I just played her that. And then the video that you see on her Instagram, where she like gets up and just like goes into the studio, into the booth, and she just like loses it. It was like, I was like, yeah, man,
this is it.
This is a regular Tuesday when I'm making stuff. But the conversation with that was like, we just want to make something new, something that feels familiar, and we want to keep pushing like a good sound, and it was just very inspiring. So you want to kind of elevate, and then that kind of I think is where Go Higher was the thing.
Okay.
So when she started to like write, I don't know how she approached it, but I think it was just a feeling of like what I could picture from talking to her about like the music.
Yeah.
So I think from lyrics wise, it was definitely that part that kind of she gravitated towards, and that's what she wrote the concept of. Yeah. But yeah, it was just, that sound was just very naturally there. Production wise, I was just very heavily listening to like Alchemist or Larry June stuff.
You just say that.
So it was just very like classic sample-y stuff, which I was trying to get to that level of make something that sounds like a sample, but it isn't. So Fortunately, I'm okay now with production, so I don't sound like a trash can. But then, yeah, that was just the inspiration was that just making something that sounds like 70s, 80s, like film type scores, soulful stuff like Shaft or something like that.
Yeah.
And that kind of just came about naturally.
That's cool.
It was just very simple stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes the whole sample.
Yeah.
And then just worked on the beat, had a nice groove to it, just classic stuff, very dusty drums. It's like that will just keep it going, and then add a little crazy synth in the hook to like go crazy when she goes.
Yeah.
Go higher, and it was like
it all just worked well together.
Like,
yeah.
I was like, you did it, Sam.
Now job done.
We job done.
Yeah.
And now it's in the airplane somewhere. So, somewhere. It's crazy.
And then another song that I would love for you to talk a bit about is your work with Katus Miles.
Oh yes. Katus.
Yes.
Big up Katus. Yeah, Diva was I remember he played me like a demo of like he had like drums and he rapped a verse on it and it had bass and that was it. And I was like, yeah, send it to me.
Yeah,
anytime he said like he just shows me demos, I'm like, yeah, send the whole thing.
We know what we can do with this.
That's not even the first song we worked on. So there's like a song on the thing that we have, but it's I think that was the very latest song. Like the most recent song that we made was Diva.
Okay.
So hopefully you get to hear more soon. But yeah, Diva came about. We were just in the session. I'm like, yeah, you need to send me this, and then I just started to like add synths into it. Had like a whole breakdown section, and it just kind of evolved into like a nice dance kind of like Afrobeat inspired song.
Yeah.
And I think it was very quick. We made it very quick because like he had the first part, like the rap verse, and then everything was just adding hair, me doing crazy industrial sound things to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna try and Yeezify this. Old Kanye. So I was just like, let me just work on this because I'm very like heavily inspired by that like industrial sounding thing. So that was like the formation of that song. It was just quick and easy.
Yeah, I feel like is it 808 Heartbreak? I feel like similar sounds from that. I guess
808 and Heartbreak has like I think it's the very like the snares, the very cymbally, crunchy sounding sounds that's there, but then all the other craziness comes from Yeezus. Yeah. So like that's the two, but it is very post like 2008. I would say, so.
And that's what I really like about like your production style is that you do have a large range. Like if you listen to that song Diva compared to the one with Sanity, they're very different. But it's like it adds experimental, like it adds a little bit of new something each time, but it still feels very familiar.
Yeah.
Do you know
it's just me doing crazy things. It's like me with Lego, man. Me trying to make Transformers. Yeah. And at the same time trying to make a little dog. How are you gonna do that?
How it works.
Yeah,
but it works.
It works, man. It's just it comes from the mind, right?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I want people to like listen to what I make and be like, oh, you made this? Like I don't care if it's like, oh, you have a sound. I don't want to have a sound. I just want to have a good sound. Yeah. Because like at the end of the day, when people can guess it's you, then it's like it becomes predictable.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like that's not what I kind of want to do. I might make country one day, but maybe not yet.
No.
Maybe,
one day. Maybe.
One day. Yeah. There will be country adjacent.
Country adjacent.
Yeah, it's just the whole thing of I want range just to exist because like everyone takes in so much music, so why not?
100%.
You know, you owe it to yourself to try and experiment. Yeah. At least within like that realm.
Yeah.
So
I always feel like really great producers have a really large range of music taste as well. Like they just can pull it from anywhere. And so with that, what are the your top 3 artists at this moment in time, not of all time, but like right now that you're listening to? Who are your top 3? I thought about this
today. Yeah. It's very, very easy. So I've been listening to a bunch of like Childish Gambino songs. Okay. Not like just one album. Yeah. What was the other? Tame Impala. Yeah, got back into that again. And that's just like, it's just good music. Man. You listen to it like, oh, I wish I could make half of this. Yeah. It's like 25% of this, man. Great. And the third person, okay, now I forgot the third person. Oh yeah, the Clips album.
The Clips,
Let God sort them out. Because Ace Trumpets has just been on repeat for like the past 20,000 years. It's just one of those songs I'm like, Pharrell, you really killed it. Man. Like, what did you do? What type of, what were you doing
did you
in
put
the Louis Vuitton studio?
Honestly.
Let me be a fly on the wall, man.
For real.
Because that album was like, it's just so good. It's like seeing Clips back together is like, it's every person's dream, man.
Yeah.
Rap,
it was like was like a timestamp in history.
Yeah, it's
honestly the comeback.
People listen to the album. Man.
Okay, so amazing. So I can see it's like similar-ish, but it still has a bit of range, like with Tame Impala.
Those are the three, like for now.
Yeah.
But if you were to like ask me, like what are the extreme spectrum things, then that's a different answer.
Yeah. So do you want to dive? Yeah.
Okay. So what I've been listening to, like, for inspiration or just like in general, is like I'd go on YouTube and just look for ambient Blade Runner music to understand. Oh, so here's something that belongs in a movie or something. Yeah. And it's just one or two things, and it's just like constant, but it's like 2 hour or 8 hour loop. I'm not listening to the 8 hour loop, but it's just there, so you have background noise, and that's just very inspiring because I think thematically and like conceptually, and that kind of really helps. Yeah. So that's one end of the spectrum. And then I could be listening to video game music, like soundtrack, but it's already like, you can see it's very like ambient, and there's things going on that I'm like listening to that aren't traditionally like you listen to music and there's lyrics. So that's like this type of stuff I listen to sometimes to like get inspired. Yeah. Because you can't. Sometimes you hear some good sound design. I'm like, I can't do that. Hey, but you show me how to do that. Yeah. I think that's the best thing about inspiration. You come from those parts. Yeah. It sounds like you're open to the idea of constantly learning with it all the time. Yeah. Which is good. Which is what we have to be. Yeah. 100%. Because I hate like to be stuck in, this is your sound. No, let's not do that. Don't want to be predictable. Everything is the sound, guys. Hey man, here's a spoon. The spoon makes a sound. I am the spoon now. But if it's the Matrix, there is no spoon. No. Moving on to the Birmingham scene. Yeah. What do you think of it? What do you think it has that you're so grateful that it has? What does it need at the same time? I think like being an observer, I know the scene's great because like all the people that make such great music, and I constantly want to just work and make music with the people. Yeah. I think it's a thing of you just need like just a bit more funding and just a bit more like infrastructure wise, like that would help, like more people behind the scenes helping out, because you have creatives. But if you force creatives to do everything else, they don't have time for the creative brain. It's not a thing where it does not work. No. You need these people. So I think that is like the number one investment in terms of like manpower in that field. That would help. Because creativity is like everywhere. Like, there's so many people. Like when you go to neighborhood, you just look around and just, singer, rapper, producer, videographer, all these guys. But you need like people and the infrastructure to like really boost this. I think that's like the main thing. Would you agree? I completely agree, 100%. I feel like that's usually my answer as well. By the end of this year, by the end of 2025, what would Paal like to achieve? By the end of the year? Ooh. It's coming up quick. I mean, hey, yesterday was January, so I don't know what's happening. There's a couple of people I want to like have sessions with, and they're like known people. I just don't want to put the names out there because it'll be nice to get that session and be like, yes, we got it done. But hopefully some of those sessions, and I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff like in the works. Like I've sent so much stuff to you. Yeah. And I've loved every I'm like really excited for people to hear a lot of that, because it's gonna be good. And there's just I want to name names, but I don't want to name names because it's just like, you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it tight. Yeah, tight knit. Can't let them know. But I know I can say that me and Santi are working on a lot of stuff. So it's just getting back to like recording and just making more stuff, because we've got like the story I was sharing about the session. We have the vision of how much or where we want to take it with the next music. So that's just all down to like making it. Yeah. But next year that should be big for that. Exciting. And more songs with other people, and that's all I'm gonna say. But a lot of more songs, lot of songs. At least I'll give you a number. At least 20 songs. Wow. At least. So okay. Just trying to work, man. Yeah. The music. Hey, maybe we're not gonna forget about you. Is what you're saying. Maybe a Grammy in 2 years. Hey. No, but that's like the long goal, right? So that's good. Tell me about that though. Is that like? It's I think it's not like the thing where that's what you want to achieve, but it'll be nice to have so much work that happens because you just kept at it, and the stubbornness kicks in. God bless the Asian gene. So that will be like one of those things that happens, or anything even adjacent to that, I'll be like so grateful for, because it's you put in the hard work, so it's nice to be like, okay, it's appreciated, and it reaches the people, and that's ultimately what our creative wants to do. So it will be nice to have that somewhere in the future. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. I see that for you. I do. Fingers crossed for real.
One for the Asians.
Tell the people where they can find you on socials and your music. And
you can find me on Instagram, Paal Ultra, PAALULTRA, and on Spotify, Apple Music is Paal Singh, is PALSINGH. Couldn't get the same name for the IG because a person in India has the name, so I've said this joke 4 times.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was waiting for the joke.
I'm never gonna not tell this joke because it's just I'm gonna die with this joke.
Honestly,
until I get the name.
Branding, just
me and that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for talking to me today.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Yes, really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yay.
Love it.